Oh, what's up, guys? Today it is a pleasure for me to look at this. This is a clone of the Grand Vapor Private version 2. Okay, and this clone is really, really nicely done. And it hits. Like, I know everybody in their video says, oh, it hits like a Mack truck. It hits like a freight train, like a bunch of vape ninjas jumped out because you stole their e-juice and it was their last bottle and they killed. You know, everybody says stuff like that. But this truly does hit hard. It hits like those old kung fu movies they used to play late at night. Like, I think I'm going to call this the Shaolin. Because, man, this thing is kicks with a vengeance, this thing. It is just phenomenal. It's like I picture it having, like, subtitles and just going, you want to fight? Fight me! You know, like that kind of stuff. It kicks so hard. I put the inline voltmeter on this, and the voltage drop on this is great. We'll take a closer look at it and see what the voltage drop is and where it hits. But man, like fit, form, function, this thing is great. I think I paid around 40 bucks for it. Like, it was pretty cheap for this thing. I got this from happyvapor.com. I got a coupon code for them if you want to pick something up. Save yourself 10%. I'll put it in the description below, and you could take advantage of that too. But man, it feels good. Like I've put everything, I've shelved everything and just been using this. Like, I take a Magneto with me everywhere I go, and I took the battery out of it tonight, put it in my vape box, and just kind of, like, I felt like I retired it. I felt like I was having a funeral for it, but that's there. This is now. Check it out, okay? I'm going to show you the vapor that busts off of this. Now, the build I got in here is very simple. It's 24 gauge Canthal, 4 wraps on either side, no twisting, no tigering, no nothing. Just straight Canthal wraps. I've done this build a lot. I vape it as my everyday because it's fun. Like, as an all-day vape, it works well. But check it out. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! And it's immediate. Like, as soon as you touch that button, just oh. No misfires, just killer vapor. Killer vapor. Let me juice this up before I run her dry. I'm vaping PG Hype right now from AVE Juice. Awesome melon blend, like, you know, honeydew melon, whatever. Anyway, long story short, this thing hits hard. Like, a lot of mods, I've vaped a lot of stuff. A lot of times I give my mod to somebody and say, hey, put your drip tip on here and try this build out and whatever. And they'll cough, they'll hack. I'm not one of those people. Like, I do not hack when it comes to a lot of builds. I vape a lot of 0.2 stuff, you know, very sub-ohmish, 0.19, stuff like that. And it never takes my breath away. Sometimes I take hits off this and it chokes me up a little bit. Like, it does hit that hard. It's the hardest hitting mod I have. Private V2, where have you been all my life? I want another one of these. It's just so nice. Stainless steel. It's got brass accents that are kind of starting to antique on me. Little copper ring that I don't really think serves a purpose, but it looks good. Nice throw on the firing switch. Man, let's take a closer look at it because it's that good. All right, here we are. This is the private from Grand Vapor version 2 clone, okay? It has everything clone-esque about it. It has the Grand Vapor logo on it. It has the Filipino sun on it. It's etched in there. Doesn't look like it's really deep. It almost looks painted on. It will probably scratch off. It's been scratching off a little bit for me. But you know what? The way that this thing performs, it could all come off. Like, I don't really care that it does have that personally. But that's just me. You might be a little more worried about it than I am. Okay, it's got 5 segments to it. Here, let's take a look at this one more time because this thing vapes extremely well. Man, it's instant. There's no bog on it, nothing like that. It's just as soon as you hit that button, the connection is made and it's firing well. It's the hardest hitting mod I've used. I've seen the real one of these, and this looks so much like it. It is very, very identical to it. The lock switch is super smooth. You can't really spin it, like it's not loose like a lot of stuff. You actually have to turn it all the way out, but it is just buttery. It is buttery smooth, okay? This fire button on the bottom, you could tell it's a clone because the serial number on it is 7,377. Okay, I'm sure Grand Vapor didn't make 7,000 versions of, or 7,000 copies of this, okay? So let's take this thing apart. We'll take the top cap off, okay? It's got a little juice well in here, your 510 connection, a little bit of venting, or airflow, I guess it is. And the threads are nice. Like, they really are nice. This thing goes together really well. Silver-plated contacts in it, Delrin insulator. Pull this battery out. Comes apart. There's another section. This is brass. You have your stainless steel middle section with some ventilation in it in case your battery needs to vent, I guess, for what that's going to do. And I'm going to throw that on the floor just to test its strength. That's what I'm doing, yes. Thread it all the way throughout. Really, really nice threading on this. Kudos to whatever Chinese place makes this, because it is nice. The brass is starting to tarnish for me. It did look originally very, yellow gold-esque, but I kind of like this tarnished look. I really, really dig it. Then you got your copper lock ring button, and it is so buttery smooth. Like, you cannot hear that. I'm sure of it. One problem, this is the only problem I've really had with this, is that the firing button, the spring kind of is wonky. Like, I don't think it connects fully evenly, so when it hits, it kind of backs off a little bit. So the firing button kind of backs out a little bit, and by the end of the day, I need to kind of tighten it up. That's the only gripe I have. And you know what? It hits so well that it's not really a big deal to me. Like, I would like to have another one of these on the go right now. It works that good, okay? So, simple mechanical mod, silver contacts, brass, stainless, little bit of copper. That's it. Goes together, mashes off whatever your battery can give it, okay? Put this thing back together again, and we'll check out the voltage drop on it. Oh, that's upside down. Probably from when I was chucking it all over the floor. Why you get so mad, man? You're freaking crazy, man. Yeah, I know. I'm talking to myself right now. Okay, was this the fresh? This is a fresh battery. I really hope it is. Hey, kitty, can you stop taking a dump over there while I'm shooting this video? That'd be just great. Alright, let me try and even this out a little bit. I like it so the threads all kind of line up nice. I'm kind of anal like that. You might not be. Alright, and yeah, the firing button has a good throw on it. Like, it feels like it's there, but it's not too stiff. It's not too springy. It's just, it feels really, really nice. Like, it's perfect for me. Like that Three Little Bears thing. What is that nursery rhyme? And this porridge was just right. Well, this firing button is just right. Okay. So what do we get? My battery's at 4.14, 4.15. Okay. 4.14. I'm going to put this atty on because there's a single coil configuration in it. Should give me a proper reading, okay? So 4.14, this is going to fire at 4.14. Well, that's not right, is it? Man, are you kidding me? You are kidding me. Alright, so I was having some technical difficulties with my inline voltmeter. It wasn't quite making, so I think I've got the problem sorted out. Let's give this another whirl, shall we? Okay. So I'm going to put this on. This battery is fairly fresh, okay? It's going to come in at 4.13, 4.13, okay? So it's not full charge. It's not like 4.2, 4.22, but it's close, okay? So here's an idea of how this thing hits. 3.97, 3.94, 393, 394. Okay, so if this battery was like 4.2, it would take it to around 4 volts that it's putting to this thing. Like, that is killer. That is so good. Okay, voltage drop is, you know, next to nothing in this. And I don't know, hopefully it's not just mine and you go out and buy one of these and then it's ass, because it shouldn't be. But if you're looking for something that hits really hard, like I do sub-ohm builds, this thing is just perfect for that. Oh, I'm starting to dry my liquid out again. Here's the UCAN again. I still got to do a short video about that. But wow, does this thing hit? Woohoo! Mother of glory! Man, it's good. Okay, let's take it back out and I just want to have a vape off this. Alright guys, so that voltage reading is just kind of blows my mind a little bit. Like, it is that good. I would highly recommend getting one of these. Like I said, I got it from happyvapor.com with the 10% off coupon code. This thing is going to cost you about 40 bucks, let's say. You can get it from Fast Tech, but I think they're sold out of it right now. And you can get it from Fast Tech for like 25 bucks, okay? If you don't mind waiting for it from China for like 3 weeks or a month or whenever they happen to get your order to you, okay? But man, let me just have a quick pull, please. Man, like, it's so good. Like, this is just a micro coil. That's all it is. 24 gauge micro coil, 4 wraps on either side, and it hits just, it's so dreamy. It's like Leonardo DiCaprio. He's so dreamy. I'm really straight, like my girlfriend will tell you, but I was just doing that for you guys, alright? Yeah, check it out. Try one out. It is the hardest hitting mod I have. Really dig this one a lot, okay? If you like the videos, like, comment, subscribe. If you want to share them with your friends, you think this would help somebody, feel free to. I'm good with that. It's Maestro Vapes. Check it out. And remember, like I always say, bud out, vape up, and breathe easy. Know your limits and vape within it, and you'll have yourself a stellar day. Alright? Man, the Clone Private V2, it's good.